Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Memphis Grizzlies. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
He does indeed. David, thanks. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now here's Doncic. He gets that one. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Jackson from long range. Jackson can't get that one to fall. Philadelphia with the ball. Sweet move, and it's laid in by Maxey.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Bane. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Now, Maxey. Doncic dishes to Embiid. Back to Doncic. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against Utah.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Here's Maxey. Following the basket by John Morant. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Bane. Takes a step back. Maxey kicks to Isaac. Oh, good with the triple. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out to Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Morant scanning the floor. Floats one. Adams' shot is off. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense. But he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Now, here's Maxey. After Luka Doncic's miss, 4 on the clock. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Adams. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's Morant missing. 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Doncic, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And it feels like Doncic has risen to stardom so fast. His drive to be an all-time great is very evident.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now, here's Bane. He's coming off a 16-point game against Utah. Isaac with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Pass to Maxey. Back to Isaac. Nice D from Brooks.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's tipped. Here's Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Trailing here by 8. A step-back shot here. That one wide left. The 76ers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Maxey passes to Doncic. And it's Thibault in the corner. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Morant outside. Inside, they could use a bucket, and Adams with the slam.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick and roll set.
Here's Maxey. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Here's Embiid. Back to Maxey. Out to the right wing. Adams against Embiid. And the rejection by Jackson. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Memphis. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now for Philadelphia, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Some changes for Philadelphia. Nerlens Noel checks in for Embiid. McDaniels comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Here's Aldama. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Jones against Melton. And now the 76ers on the break. From outside the arc. A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Jones kicks to Kennard. Down low, here's Tillman, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Passes it to McDaniels. Back to Melton. He feeds it to Doncic. Over Bain. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 7.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
To the inside. Bain. That one, no good. Isaac with some nice D. And they double up Doncic. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And he's way off from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Kennard, the pass to Jones. Going inside. Lets it go with a 3. Wow, drew the contact in that 3 almost. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the
previous play is 3 shots.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the 76ers.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Babe. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. First one falls for him. All right, Richard, we're right in the middle of the season, right in the thick of things. What is your main concern if you're a player playing at this particular portion of the schedule?
Your main concern is staying focused on the game of basketball. We understand everybody's been traded. I've been traded. You've been traded. I've been traded on the deadline before. So your goal is like, how do I just keep focused on basketball? That is the hardest thing. So that's always the trade deadline. You're not worried about anything else other than how do I keep playing my best.
And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for about the last 5 seasons. And with Joel Embiid every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done.
Now here's Prince. He's guarded closely. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. .136 left in the first quarter of the game. In the corner, Kennard with it. Cranes the three-pointer.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Milton with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Doncic. Kennard covering. And the dunk by Doncic.
And Shane's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Doncic against Kennard. The feed now to Clark. All sorts of time. No good off the back of the rim.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kennard. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in the shooter's face.
Now, Kennard, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Clark sets a screen for Bain. Off target from three-point range. Tries to keep it alive. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 6-point game. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. John Morant, he's out there with Jones. And it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Grizzlies trail by 8. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. Doncic with the bucket.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Lobbed up there for Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Clark finds Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
That's good from Morant.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
That free throw, no good.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Now here's Morant. 33 points last game. Over Thibault. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Morant. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you, and in some ways it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And here is Brooks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Jackson, a screen on Maxey. Brooks misses. The 76ers leading by 6. Maxey into the lane. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Jackson, a screen on Maxey. Here's Brooks. And Embiid pulls it down.
Normally he drains that.
Maxey looking it over. To the paint. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
We see this so often. Embiid makes a strong move, drawing contact, and completes the play.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Embiid with a screen on Morant. Maxey, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Outside for Jackson. Jones against Carr. Jackson has the open look, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jackson's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Maxey passes to Carr. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid against Adams. Embiid, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Here's Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Embiid.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
He doesn't get the second one. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. Adams' shot is off. Now here's Maxey. And it's Thibault in the corner. No good, unable to end this run. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 4. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the rejection by Jackson. With some arc, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And the pass to Embiid. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Embiid's got 8.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the 76ers. Luka Doncic comes in for Carr. Memphis also making some changes. Aldama's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Dylan Brooks. Now, here's Bane. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Aldama can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
Morant with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. 15 points in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Thibault. To the middle. And the dunk by Embiid.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant outside. Inside. Isaac with some nice D.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Yeah, and every season, Embiid seems to improve as a scorer, adding different elements and wrinkles to his game.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Passes it to Aldama. And it's sent back by Isaac. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the 76ers with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Embiid. McDaniels comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. And there's the pass to McDaniels. And here is Doncic. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Bane against Doncic. Here's the dish to Noel. Clark with it. Now guarded by Noel. Can't stuff the alley-oop home. Philadelphia leading by 7. The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Now here's Morant. 17 points in the game. Poked away. To the inside. Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Morant. 76ers getting the bucket. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Noel. And they get it back.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the second free throw, good. 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, Doncic. 26 points for him last game against Cleveland.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the 76ers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you've got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, they always build off of their defense here. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Memphis Grizzlies. Shaq, you've been on both ends of a blowout.
Nope, only been on the winning side. You must have me confused, Kenny.
Oh, no. Interestingly enough, Ernie, I have a stat right here. His worst loss, 45 points.
Lies, lies, lies. Check your sources there, lies.
And now let's talk about Joel Embiid's first half performance. W-O-W.
You got to be thinking no one can stop him down low. I'm very familiar with that feeling. Every time you touch it, you believe you're putting the ball in the bucket. Ah, memories.
I'll give you that, Shaq. But now you're Jay, that's another story.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. It's a 10-point game. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Maxey. And it's Doncic in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Ja Morant. Brooks against Maxey. Pass to Doncic. 5 to shoot. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Payne. Rebound by the 76ers.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 18. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and the shot goes in from Embiid.
This is the range that Embiid possesses. He just continues to get better at understanding when to take the 3 ball.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Adams with the screen on Maxey. Brooks finds Adams. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Adams has got 7 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Embiid against Adams. 6 to shoot. Now here's Embiid. Guarded close.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the 2nd half. Embiid with the screen on Morant. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Again, Embiid missing.
Rough start to the 2nd half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
And finished off by Morant.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
And the 76ers call time here. And the 76ers with some changes. McDaniels comes in for Isaac, and it's Carr in for Doncic. Memphis also making some changes. Aldama's checked in, and Jones subbed in for Morant. Now, here's Maxey. He has 5. Embiid inside, defended by Jones. A nice shot by Embiid.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Brooks misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now, here's Maxey. Embiid kicks to Maxey. To the paint. There's the triple. And he's good on the 3 ball. Maxey's got 8.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
2nd half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made 1 shot yet. I feel for him.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Pass to Aldama. Brooks outside. Jackson finds Bain. to stop the run, and the layup is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The 76ers leading by 13. Outside, Maxey. Here's Embiid. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You just got to admire the strength of Embiid, able to work through that aggressive coverage.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia. Well, the free throw drops for Embiid. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Joel Embiid. Isaac comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Doncic is checked in for Carr. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Now here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Isaac finds Melton. Back to Isaac. Takes a 3. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Kennard. Over Doncic. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Okay, look. That move right there is a product of repetition. He's worked on that, and it pays off over that little larger defender.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 18. Isaac misses. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And, you know, DeAnthony Melton's progression as a shooter has been impressive.
Yeah, he struggled on the pull-up jumpers early in his career, but he worked at it, and now he's very efficient. His offense is almost as good as his defense at this point.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Now here's Jones after Luka Doncic's miss. 1:46 left in the third. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. They double up Doncic. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Morant passes to Clark. Can't connect from short range.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Doncic against Morant. Noel sets a screen for Doncic. And he overshot that one, missing. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And it's Morant at the elbow. Outside, Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Doncic against Clark. He kicks it to Morant. Floats one up. Rebound by the 76ers. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Philadelphia calls time here. And the 76ers with some changes. Carr, he's checked in for Isaac. And Maxey subbed in for Luka Doncic. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Adams checked in. Pass to Carr. There's a screen by Noel to the left wing. The pass to Carr. And the 3 off target. Clark, the pass to Morant. Trying to end the drought. Doesn't go that time. Melton, the bounce pass. Here's McDaniels. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The 76ers leading by 17. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Jones is out there with John Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Here is Carr. Maxey in the corner. Noel, a screen on Jones. Maxey, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Morant, right side. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Maxey kicks to Melton. Back to Maxey. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Jackson. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Adams dishes it to Jackson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Jackson's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Memphis. Timeout called the 76ers. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And he's been out there doing his thing, just dominating on the glass. There aren't many players who put more into their rebounding than he does. And we saw that again tonight. Nobody could match his effort on the boards.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks, David.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Here's Aldama. Guarded by Embiid. Aldama can't hit.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Pass to Embiid. McDaniels kicks to Thibault. A three-pointer is right on target. And the 76ers lead by 20.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Philadelphia able to drain the three. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. Richard, it sure seems like the play-in tournament is here to stay. Were you skeptical when it was first suggested?
No, I actually like it. Now, my opinion is that it shouldn't be 7 and 8. I think teams should just play for 8. I think that is so difficult to take those 2 spots. In 7, there's a lot of really good teams that can be in that 7. So I think just play for 8, and I think it makes the rest of the league in that bottom area have something to fight for, which is positive for young teams.
Not playing for 2 spots, but just playing for the 1 spot.
Just playing for the 1 spot. That 7 spot, you can have a really good team there that just struggled a little bit.
We could indeed. Good point. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And again, Memphis no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Feeds to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Morant. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And nothing is falling for him right now.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Thybulle finds Embiid, and they double up Embiid. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the 76ers. Doncic comes in for Carr. And Memphis also making a switch. Tillman's checked in. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities, which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. Tillman passes to Morant. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the 76ers. Thybulle's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The feed to Embiid. Morant with the steal. Pass to Kennard. It's deflected. Isaac with the steal. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Morant. Outside, Maxey. Isaac a screen on Kennard. Maxey passes to Isaac. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Isaac's got his first bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Morant outside. Looking to get back on track here. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson.
Brandon Clark.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant outside. Passes it to Bane. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Noel's checked in for Joel Embiid. McDaniels comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Payton for three, and they'll get another chance. Here's Clark. Out to Morant to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Morant with it. Driving to the basket. Count it. Morant's got 21 in the game.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
On the wing, Doncic. And they double up Doncic.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode now. And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get their big fella to the finals.
Is it hard, Richard, to balance the present and the future if you're a team like the 76ers?
No. You should have 100% focus on here and now. Why? Because players like Embiid only come around every 20, 30 years in your franchise. So you should just hedge all of your bets and try and get it done while you have the window.
And it feels like that is truly the direction. There's no deviating from it at all.
No, that's the direction. You look at the champions, the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Lakers. They have all done the same thing. They went into win-now mode.
Now, Doncic, after the missed three from Desmond Bane. And they pick up 2. 23 points in the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Morant. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Tillman's shot is off. Here's Philadelphia. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Taurean Prince comes in for Isaac, and it's Carr in for Doncic. The Grizzlies also making a change. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. He hits both from the stripe. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Morant against Melton. Kicks to McDaniels. And here's Carr. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Morant against Melton. Baseline jumper. And it's Noel with the rebound. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. Now, here's Melton.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. So long.